So we saw different types of optical instruments in the previous chapter, right? So we saw microscope and telescope. Now there is a very important point called as resolving power of a microscope and a telescope. Now see, very simple, resolving power, if you actually want to know the simple meaning of resolving power. Now take a 20 MP camera and a 2 MP camera. You click a picture. We say that 20 MP camera, the picture quality is very good, right? But the 2 MP one is not so good, obviously. Now why we say that, or how we say that, is based on how well you can resolve the picture. Meaning, if I zoom in the picture, how clear the picture gets. For a 20 MP camera, obviously if you zoom in, the clarity will still be the same. Whereas for a 2 MP camera, if you zoom in, it will be pixelated, correct? So here the resolving power comes. Okay. Now for any optical instrument, we say that the instrument is very good based on two things. One is limit of resolution and another is resolving power. Okay. Now to define what is limit of resolution, we have the smallest separation, linear or angular, between the 2 point objects at which they appear just separated is called limit of resolution. Okay, I repeat this again. The smallest separation, linear or angular, between the 2 point objects at which they appear just separated is called limit of resolution. Okay, so this goes for microscope as well as telescope. Okay, the reciprocal of limit of resolution is called resolving power. Okay, so now what we have is we have 3 important points. So these 3 criterion you can see. Okay, conditions. Now we say that 2 objects are just resolved if the separation between the central maximum is something like this. See, this is just resolved. Okay. The second condition is 2 objects are said to be very well resolved. Then this is the figure what we get. Okay, here if you look at it, that means here the central maximum are far apart, correct? Right. Then the third one is 2 objects are said to be unresolved. Then this is what we get, meaning the central maxima are close to each other. Okay, so these 3 criterion we call it as Rayleigh's criterion for resolving power, or Rayleigh's criterion of limiting resolution. Okay, now based on these 3 criteria, we are looking at the resolving power of a microscope and resolving power of a telescope, and on what all factors do the resolving power of these 2 optical instruments depend on. Okay, in the next video you will see about microscope and telescope.